I'm fine now. My royalties are homeless. I have a childhood that is extinguished at this time. I have a house with an address, and I don't afford that it's just an illegal dwelling. I don't afford anything about itself being shared with Creator 8 human beings of his choice. And then once they meet myself, they become shunts because they stole the house. That means they don't believe in the soul because they stole the house of the soul. Yeah, but they could have done that and lived elsewhere. They're too close to myself. They don't believe in me right in my face. And I am myself. That would be true if you were elsewheres. And that would be separated by yourselves. You wouldn't want to live with it. I have that I don't need my childhood anymore, and I don't need the way that I came here because I find that the Creator 8 doesn't speak English to himself. He doesn't agree with himself. With the way that I make the videos, he doesn't agree with it. He sees them elsewhere. Thank you. Well, I make threats when I speak, but only for myself to hear it. Sure, that's me having the need to speak. I speak, myself can hear it, and we rest. Yeah, but the whole world is still turning around myself. Everybody is around myself doing nothing about it. Yeah, but I am holding alive of everybody who's not myself. Wouldn't I be the one who would make the motion with speaking? That's how I don't need my childhood. It's not a fair appearance of myself. From ages 3 until full height was 14 and a half years old. And then I was still in my house until I was 18 years old. I have a realtor, so there's two houses, and the realtor has the first house, but it's mine. I don't understand that. That doesn't speak English at all. You don't know whose house is Moshe's house? Yes, but I am Moshe, and I know whose house is my house. That's because I didn't come. I'm being created, and the house is impounded by that it would have been Jesus' house, but he doesn't have a live down here. I have a live. Why doesn't Jesus have a live? He doesn't have a live. Thank you. That's me in the wrong, deceased. I want Donna Moser to know that she is so malicious that she interrupted the time itself that I would need to answer her questions with myself being elsewheres. She's so malicious that I don't have a live with what she did to me, and I'm alive elsewheres. I don't know why she's malicious and witnesses myself. I have to be the one that's malicious. Then I know it's myself and I'm consuming itself. Donna is malicious to myself, and that's an abomination of the creation of the world. She's not everybody who's not herself, and she's not myself. What she does to myself with money and banking, credit, and the house and the keys, wow, I just can't afford it. She impounded the whole order while I was still alive and made me pay for it with myself elsewheres. Elsewheres, why isn't she elsewheres? What's the difference to her? The difference is to her, not to me. I can't afford that problem. I'm not yourself, and you went too far into the question. Even if I was a low one, no one can afford that you did that. It doesn't speak English. Hans, Hans Moser is another problem just like that. And why are the two of them doing the same crime on myself and they don't look alike? They don't have prejudices with each other to do that to myself with each other, one to the other and the other to the other. Of course, they don't have prejudice to do it to myself. This is my first lifetime, and they're both illegal alive Roths. Yeah, I won't alive again in this body as a God form for this world, but I am myself. That means I will be deceased and I'll be myself to myself. Is this going to be on YouTube? Does anybody care who's holding alive of this world being a mega disaster? It's me. I'm the one who's doing that. Yeah, but when you see me, you still take the money. You still threaten me that I don't have a home. Are you angry that all of you, everybody who's not myself, that you don't have a home? You take that the wrong way. You still don't have a home. You keep threatening me I have to live in realities of that you all have a place to live and I don't. And I just don't understand the question. I am myself and I don't have a question like that. I don't want to live it out anymore. It's almost done. Am I right? Yeah, it's almost done. I keep hearing that this is going to end badly for Charles Toe. And I don't know what that is because he's incested. That means the Father is in his body for his need to make the creation omnipresence. And that body doesn't flow with the omnipresence of God without incest of the Father being in there. I don't know what he is without that presence of God in his body, and I think I don't afford it because it's just not true. It's true that he doesn't hold alive. I don't know why the Father would be present there because I don't have any interest in his prejudice and his appearance being Asian. I don't want to live with him. I don't have interest in that. I don't know why the Father would be in that body. It's not doing alive from my point of view. Hello. And it's more than that. What about all the happy? The happy is just for now, and you're not going to have a continuous speaking of happy in the after time after the happy is deceased. What's going to happen to that body is not myself. He's going to have that he thinks that I was his friend or that I was his lover or that I shared food with himself and he had the taste of food with myself and that we were friends that way with the food and I just don't do incest because I am angry elsewhere and I don't want to change. But right here, I am like going through the time that it is that he's alive over there and he's looking at me, but I have nothing in it. I could be alone and I wouldn't have to feel that way about itself. That's his force on myself and force on the apartments. My parents are this problem, but I was like not alive with the parents. They're happy and I don't like it, but I needed certain things. Like I needed to go places and but what I didn't need was to lose my house. I didn't need that. And I don't want to work in reverse. But then I need the food. Yeah, but I didn't sell my house for food. It wasn't a gingerbread house either. I didn't eat my house and need to move out and find some other place to stay. Move out of my house after I ate it. Father, I'm saying it my way. The gingerbread house means that I don't own the money. A gingerbread house would be a one-level house. It was a stacked house, so it's not a gingerbread house in the threatening. It's 3 levels. It has an upper level, an entry level, and a basement. Okay, it's hungry.